Hey guys, TPoscBoy here, the most consistent YouTuber out there, with another consistently timed and placed review. So yes, I am back and I am not dead. I have been away for a little while, as you have known, due to the fact of not too much really to do and a lot of stuff to do at school. I haven't had any Masterpiece figures or Transformers figures at all to really review. I haven't really been able to do any gameplay yet because I'm still having a lot of trouble being able to film that. But otherwise, we're back now and I have something to show you. So we're going to get back into hopefully our regular scheme. I want to be able to start doing more gameplays. Unfortunately, these won't have face cams because they're just way too hard to incorporate into videos. Right now, I'm just trying to snap off as many videos as possible to try and make up for my absence. So today is a bit of a different review, something that I've made personally, and I'm actually quite proud of. So if we move up a bit, so this is something that I've made, and I've been told by a bunch of friends and family to review it. And yeah, if you ever become a YouTuber, you'd be surprised with how much stuff you do that isn't actually your idea. But I was mucking around with my Lego one time, and I decided that I just might try and make something a bit cool. So here we have my take on a Lego AK-47. There are some imperfections, as you will probably see. These blue parts, I don't have any parts that are light grey. I can't get any. I'm trying to find more of these ridge parts, but otherwise I'm just using flat parts here just to keep it going. But otherwise, it is a nice looking gun, if I do say so myself. It's got safety here. It's got that. I don't know the actual term for that part of the gun. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry about that. But this is my take. Of course, it is not done. You put that down. Angle the camera down. We do have a magazine, of course. And this is made of Lego. So, if you can see. So what I've done to make this is, as I've only clicked in the first 2 bricks on there, and I've left these parts untapped, and then I've covered it with sticky tape because I didn't want to use super glue because I might want to pull it apart someday, and super glue was too expensive. But there you have the unique curved magazine of the AK-47. Yeah, there are some minor issues. That just plugs in right there, just like that. This part goes back there, and there you have a more realistic looking AK-47. That probably won't stand up. So that's fixed. I just rigged up a quick little stand for the AK-47. But there you have that. We have a nice, in my opinion, looking AK-47 right there. It does have some nice iron sights right there, using a clip peg at the end and 2 ridge points. Actually, some people don't like the iron sights on some guns. I actually don't mind iron sights personally. But this is not all that comes with this gun. As you may have seen when I turned it around, there are holes on the end. So let's get into that. Put that off to the back. And bring in the stock. Now the stock, most of my brown pieces I've had for a very long time, so a lot of them are kind of broken, which is unfortunate, but I get by. And they usually originally and traditionally AK-47s have brown stocks and brown handles, and usually a brown grip around there. A tan grip sometimes. I couldn't get the tan grip and I didn't have enough brown pieces to make the handle, but I thought it looks alright anyway. But here we have this stock. 2 varying types of pegs here. well, they are the same long peg with a separation down 2/3 of the way. You can see that. Anyway, it's got a separation about there. It's an extra long piece. So in the top one, they just sit there like that, and the separation stops them from going any further in. And on the bottom, the separation is in the middle there, stopping them from coming out. And this just stops it from kind of drooping, trying to stop it as much from drooping. It's got a nice curve to it, which I do like. So this just plugs in nice and simply, just like that. There we have a full AK-47, which in my opinion, again, looks alright. And it does hold alright in your hands. Of course, I do not have a trigger yet, which is unfortunate. I do want to add one, but I'm scared. I'm thinking I might have to go all the way in. This is elastic banded, so goes back, springs back forward. But there is one last accessory that I made for this specific build, and that is an ACOG scope. Now, if we get this out of the way, of course, I did get some ideas from this ACOG scope off another channel, but I have gone on and improved it for what I said, what I think. So instead of having a studded piece on the side, I actually have a smooth piece, which I think looks cool. And all these graduators here actually swivel, so it can actually work. I've got a nice blue decal there, and got graduating at the front. At the back, I mean. But there you have that. The inside, if you can see, is full of... And just remove the top with difficulty. Put it back together. There's the top of it right there. On the inside, it has 3 clip pegs, just like that. And aligning them makes it easier. And it's a cool little scope that I've thought of. I thought actually looked quite nice. But there you go. There's some light for you. Put that back. But there you have that. And it's got some flat pieces incorporated inside. Just like that. And now that I put it back together, I realized I had the top reversed on it by accident. But this does... That came off. Just to put that back on there. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. But this does come off to reveal this part, which can sit on the gun and use as a little scope. Like that. But that just goes back inside, and again, moving the top. Bits falling off. That is part of the trio of clips in there. If I bring the torch back in momentarily, just bring that, place that back in, and you see the third clip appears out, becomes part again. That torch did not do much at all. I apologize. Okay. Now, putting this back together. Now, to assemble this onto the gun, I have made a special way of doing this so it does not part form too badly. So just taking the stock off and putting it back together. Bring this here. So what you need to do is you come along to here. And you just check, where's the scope? Where do you want the scope to go? I want to go about there. So, yes, stock can stay on there. So now you have these ridge parts. You want to take these 6 off. Just like that. And going on to the other side, I've made sure they're all big 2x1 pieces, so they're easier to remove and much harder to lose. So, now I've removed them, go ahead and take this part off, like that. And then you want to line the edges with these parts, like that. Put more on. So this is a neat little way of storing those pieces, and it looks nice and it stops you from losing them too easily. So there you go. It gives them a nice little grey decor. And now to place it on, just these parts. It fits over this ridge here. There's a flat part. It just fits over, just like that. Press it down firmly. And there you have a scope on your AK-47. And this scope and the iron sights that are already on the scope, I've been playing too much Fortnite. I refer to it as an AR. On the AK-47, do not interfere with the scope. You don't need to remove the iron sights to have a working scope. Turn that off. Actually, yeah, it's a bit better. There you have that. Just fully assemble it. So this gun does feel, as I said, really nice in hand. Nice stock. And nice scope that everything really does seem to work on it. Safety. Everything. But I also wanted to stand up here to thank you guys, to all the people who've stuck around after I've been gone for a little while. I've now realised that I rushed into YouTube real fast. I've been really wanting to do it, and I never gave it any proper thought of who I might be letting down if I'm just lazy, as I usually am, who is actually watching me and who I'm letting down when I'm not uploading proper. So really thankful to you guys who stuck around, who waited, and hopefully your patience has paid off. I'm gonna come back guns blazing, literally. Gameplays. I've got, you'll see up on the screen now, this guy coming, actually super pumped. Stop motion. So it has been postponed. It's becoming way too hard to try and edit because I keep losing the things I edit. I keep editing in effects, explosions, everything like that. A bit like Michael Bay, I'm going crazy. But every time I'd render it out in a sequence, all those things would be gone, or they'd be off the screen, or they'd just be out. I don't know where they'd gone. And then I try to go back in and everything's reset and it's like hasn't saved properly. I am trying, instead of going to be one big movie, I'm going to make it into a series of different episodes to be continued, you know, that sort of stuff. I'm really excited. I've got a bunch more Transformers who I haven't actually introduced into it yet, so they're going to have some cool introductions as well. I'm really pumped. Thanks a lot for staying around. I'm really excited. I'm definitely really going to get back into this. So, for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be unsure until like August 22nd up to September. That's when Starscream, who you just saw, is arriving, and I'm going to be able to do that review. But in the next 2 weeks, I am doing, next week, I'm doing camp for school. Yeah, so I won't be able to upload at that time, and I'm recording another video after this because I have made a second gun, one that's not as cool as this, but it's still pretty cool, and I'm going to record that, and I'm going to edit them both tomorrow, and I'm going to be able to upload them, you know, sporadically within the next 2 weeks, and I know that's only 2 videos, and they're really short, but hopefully you still enjoy them, and I do want to get back. Again, I want to do gameplays, but there will be no face thing on there. It's just way too hard to edit in. But hopefully you guys enjoy that anyway. Tell me what games you'd like me to play. Just comment down anything you want me to do. I'd really enjoy that. I really enjoy seeing what you guys want me to do and doing it. So, hope you have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video.